It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, ooh, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, ooh, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, ooh, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Welcome to Thursday Night Vibe, the Progressive News Show. Let's be S3. I am your host, Marlon, along with Anna Hart. And on today's show, we're going to look at a couple of Reddit stories and things like that. We're also going to talk about the news of the week, which Parker just gave us a small one that I wanted to read out real quick, Anna.
Go ahead.
Did you hear about Hegseth? Hegseth.
Hegseth. Yes.
Hegseth order up to 1,000 military generals from around the world to attend a meeting in Virginia on Tuesday. There is not a reason given, but it seems concerning. I don't have much to say about it other than it does sound very concerning. I would definitely kind of like to know, if it was around the country, I, do the typical, here we go with the takeover or get your military troops in order or something like that. But from around the world,
Some people wonder if he is going to fire a bunch of generals.
that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's already been threatened that they're going to fire a bunch of federal employees, not furlough like the last time, just straight up fire. And this is ahead of October 1st, let me rephrase that. another threat of an October 1st government shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even understand the connection between the two. You're going to fire a bunch of federal people and shut down the government. Okay. So, or threaten or whatever. I mean, folks, we threaten to. This has had to be what, the fifth time now that we have threatened to shut down the government. It has to be up there, fourth or fifth, or maybe even a sixth. Who knows? I lost count. The more I read about it, it seems that they are having the meeting to just have a public spectacle and announce some changes, but not necessarily to tell them about a major upcoming conflict. So it sounds like something just to get an article or two written about it.
A distraction. It could be. Very well could be.
Yeah, they don't got real good at
Well, we'll
moving.
take it as it comes. So, how can we do anything else? We can sit and speculate a little bit, but that's worth all the air that these words are being breathed out with. So,
Yeah, and just like everything else, especially on this show and a lot of other shows I've been seeing lately. We don't
yeah.
speculate until the facts come out. I'm really truly am not that kind of person. Anna's not that kind of person. Theus is not that kind of person that just, and I think this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen. No, then when it's wrong, would you look at the new shiny ball and everything? No, we're not gonna do that. It's such a waste of time. Let's just have the facts come out. We'll discuss them when all the facts come out. And even then, the majority of the time, we only talk about the facts that are out and still try not to speculate. Now, we try not to speculate, but sometimes it's just like we've been down this road before. So, but the majority of the
We're
time, we
human.
don't. Yeah, we're human. So, but majority of the time, we try not to.
Yeah.
He is probably going to scrutinize them for not marching properly during the military parade. Which
Oh,
one though?
well,
Because they like the
his,
what was it? The
his
Chinese,
birthday.
but was it the Chinese march that he loved?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's such a crazy dude. Anyway, welcome to the show. Uh, Anna, go ahead and tell everybody your news that you want to talk about real quick. I'm gonna see a deal
Yeah.
this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for this little bit of time. Um, a very dear friend of mine is caught right now with nothing. And I mean, literally nothing. She was kicked out of her home. She had been with a partner for 16 years. They have children together, but things weren't going so good. And she ended up getting kicked out. And because there is no marriage between them, he could do this. He told her that, uh, you can use the credit card that has your name on it, his account, with for seeing to your needs in the next little while. He went back on his word pretty much the next day and just canceled. He took her name off of that card, and so she has a one room, a little motel place that she is paid through up to Friday, and then she's stuck. She's doing day labor. She is disabled. She It is absolutely atrocious that in year 2025 we still don't have any laws on the books about domestic partnership and how this should end, especially when there are kids. And so just if you go to my YouTube channel, the most recent post that I made in is basically like what would be the community if other people could uh, post there. I haven't done that yet, but you'll see a link to a GoFundMe account, and if you have anything at this point, $5 would be a blessing for her. She is really starting to lose hope because he has been able to manipulate every single corner of this so that she is stuck. You know, what do you do? My heart just absolutely breaks for her and for the countless other women and men that are in this position. When they take the primary either partner or parent in the home and they do all of this labor. I know I was in this position once where my partner went out and got the money, so I really made the house my job, made sure that there would be as little wrong there, you know, at night so that my partner could relax and, you know, is there's a lot more spelled out on the GoFundMe page about this case. There's domestic violence. It's a hard case, but it is so common in today's America that we can just push a partner out, somebody who we have said we love, who we made children with, and in many cases, you talk about how you want it to go if there should ever be a breakup. But when you're in the middle of that breakup, there is such venomous animosity that it gets shot out from certain people, I guess. Just some do it and some don't. It's really hard. It's that we still have this, that we can do years, decades worth of invisible labor, making sure that house runs smoothly, that there is food every night, that nobody worries about where their clean shirt is going to come from, or how often you have to keep on changing your bed sheets. These are all things that get done with a lot of, in a lot of people's cases, that so that their partner who goes and works doesn't have to think about these things. It, that time is worth a hell of a lot. But so many people have a difficulty to see that as work. Yes, it is. Especially if you take it and elevate it to an art, which is what my friend did for years. And she's limited as far as what kind of job she can take. She can't lift over a certain weight. Her disability, just like so many other people who are out in shelters, it's a great harm. But we don't have the right kind of safety net to help people like this. And it's wrong. It's wrong in 2025 that this keeps happening. And I speak for men and women all over the world because I know that There's some women, some men that they have it way worse. But this is, I'm getting worried about my beloved, but I don't want her to lose hope. And I see her starting to. Okay, thank you. So please go to my channel, go to the posts where I put up a picture and a link, and you can find out more there. Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear this, Anna. We have to remind ourselves that there's just some cruel ass people out there.
Yep.
The only advice I can give to you to give to your friend is you have to get through this.
Her kids, like, I know there's no other answer.
Yeah,
She has kids.
you have to. I'm so sorry to hear that. And then, anyway,
Yeah.
please go support. Go to Anna Hart's YouTube page, and do you put it on BorelliaCentra.com too?
Not yet. I will though. I'm going to be making a page about it.
Okay, put it. So go to both her YouTube page and her website, BorelliaCentra.com, and please help support this young mother.
She's not even 40 yet, guys.
I know. I miss what happened. Sorry to hear your friend is in difficulty, Anna. And we know
Who
you
is
said,
that?
oh, that's Theas. Hey, Theas.
Oh, hey,
Anyway,
yes.
we got everybody here.
All right.
Crazy segue, but we got everybody here.
Yep.
Tracy must have went to church last Sunday and prayed and prayed and prayed. Here's the news. Anna doesn't know anything about it. Theas doesn't know anything about it. I just said I got some news, and I just got it yesterday. So, anyway, starting next week, the return of and in case anybody's confused from what I am saying,
I am.
Well, right now, this is the last Thursday show. We'll be moving right back to Saturday and Sunday, starting next week. There have been a change in my schedule that has given me the weekend back. So,
congratulations!
Saturday Night 5 and Radical Truth to Power will be returning next weekend. Literally next weekend. So that opens up a whole lot of doors, a whole lot more time, and it was a blessing. I put in for a transfer just to see if I can get it, and I got it because I didn't think I was gonna get it. Like I kept reading it over and over again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no Saturdays. Okay, I'm not gonna get this. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into it. But I got it. We are back, folks. Like officially back. How long? I don't know, but let's take advantage of it while we can now.
Yep. Excellent news, Marlon. Congratulations on the job.
We are back to 2 shows Um, uh, it yeah, yeah, Tracy. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. I told you Tracy must have went to church last week and please move them back to the weekends. I'm up for Thursday.
I thought you were saying like Tracy had a new show coming up.
No,
It was
Tracy,
hard. It was
her
hard for me to connect up your praying to,
Tracy
but
started
I got it.
next year. Tracy started next year. Will have a show on Thursdays.
Oh,
So,
congratulations to you too, Tracy.
so that's why Thea said, "Congratulations, Marlon. Thank you." Parker said, "It's been on Thursdays for so long. I don't know how we could possibly adjust to this." How many Thursday shows we did? 2, 3, 3.
Maybe 3 or 4, like
I think
a
the
few,
first one
but
was Thea's and Afra. And then,
no, we did before.
okay, then it must have been 4 then.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
in a way, we don't have to worry about that now. We are back. For now, we are back. For now, and like I said, starting next week, I know there's gonna be a big, like Parker was joking about it. I know there's gonna be a big, huge adjustment. I don't want nobody coming Thursday going, "Y'all doing the show?" Yeah,
Where are you? Yeah, on Saturday.
on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, we will be there.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, thank you all that did stick with us. Thank you all for the
Yeah.
adjustment, especially this, especially Anna. Really, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, my brother and my sister, for sticking with me. It had nothing to do with them. It had everything to do with me. They could have bailed out and went, "Look, bro, I can't do a Thursday show and then get up on Friday." And that, I get it. I understand it. I didn't even have to go through it, but now, whew, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Parker said it's great to hear, though. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. And that's all I can say. Let's get this party started. Let's go ahead and get this long one out of the way. It's almost 5 minutes, but I just didn't feel like breaking it up. And it is self-explanatory. So, breaking my husband's golf clubs.
I, 28 female, recently gave birth to our twin babies, a boy, Oliver, and a girl, Lily. They're almost 9 weeks old now, and while I'm overjoyed to be a mom, I've never felt more physically and emotionally drained in my life. I suffered from postpartum hemorrhage right after delivery and lost so much blood that I had to be rushed into emergency surgery. I nearly died. I was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks recovering. The physical recovery has been brutal, but the emotional toll is even worse, and I feel like I'm drowning every single day. My husband, Matt, 32 male, was helpful while I was recovering in the hospital, but once we got home, he checked out. He works a 9-to-5 job, but instead of helping when he's home, he escapes to his man cave to play video games or go out with friends. I'm left alone to care for the twins, and the exhaustion has become unbearable. I've been having terrible complications from the hemorrhage, constant pain, weakness, and intense anxiety. I still can't walk properly without getting dizzy, and breastfeeding has been a nightmare. Lily struggles to latch, which leads to bleeding nipples, and every feeding session feels like torture. I've tried to ask Matt for help, but every time I do, he brushes me off. His go-to excuse is that I'm on maternity leave, and this is what moms do. He says he needs to decompress after work and that I should be grateful he's working to provide for us. Meanwhile, I'm lucky if I get 30 minutes of sleep in between feedings, and I'm running on pure adrenaline at this point. Last week, after another exhausting day with no help, I tried to talk to him about how I felt like I was drowning. His response? He asked when we were going to start having sex again. He said it's been 2 months and I'm getting frustrated.
You do.
I was speechless. My body hasn't even fully healed from the traumatic birth, and he was acting like I was depriving him. When I tried to explain how much pain I was still in, both physically and emotionally, he rolled his eyes and said, "Other women bounce back after having babies. It's not that hard. You got to stop using it as an excuse." I felt so ashamed in that moment, like I wasn't good enough, wasn't recovering fast enough, wasn't being enough for him. It's not like I didn't want to be intimate with him again. I missed the closeness we used to have, but I was still bleeding occasionally, and I could barely walk without wincing. My whole body felt like it was failing me, and instead of being patient or supportive, Matt acted like I was deliberately withholding sex from him. He even tried to initiate once when I was barely 5 weeks postpartum, and I had to practically beg him to stop because it was too painful. He got frustrated and said, "Come on, it's been long enough," and huffed off like a teenager. Every time I tried to talk to him about how overwhelming things are, he'd steer the conversation back to when we'd be having sex again, like that was the only thing on his mind. This Saturday was my breaking point. The babies had been fussy all night, and I hadn't slept more than an hour in 48 hours. I was completely exhausted, and with my anemia still making me weak, I could barely stand. The incision from my surgery was throbbing with pain. Matt had left early that morning for a full day of golf with his buddies, despite knowing how rough my night had been. He said he'd be back by noon, but noon came and went, and he was still out. He was golfing at a course that was only an hour away, so I figured if things got too bad, he'd come home. Around 4 p.m., I was trying to feed Oliver while Lily was crying. My hands were shaking from sheer exhaustion, and in that moment, I almost dropped Oliver. I caught him just in time, but it scared me so badly that I collapsed on the floor in tears. I texted Matt, begging him to come home, telling him that I was scared and overwhelmed. His response, "Just put them in their cribs and rest. I'll be home later." Later turned into 9 p.m., by which time I was a complete mess. I had been alone with the twins all day with no help, no food, and no sleep. When Matt finally walked through the door, he didn't seem to care at all. He saw me sitting on the floor with the twins still crying and giggled. Yes, giggled. He looked down at me, smiling like it was all some kind of joke, and said, "You're being overdramatic. You should have just handled it." I saw red. His smug, dismissive little giggle was the final straw. In a blind rage, I grabbed his beloved golf clubs, the one he's obsessed with, and smashed them against the floor. I broke 2 of them before Matt even realized what was happening. He started screaming at me, calling me crazy and psycho for breaking something so expensive, and accusing me of losing it. After that, he stormed out of the house and spent the night at a friend's place. His best friend has since been texting me, calling me a psycho, and saying I'm unhinged for destroying his clubs. He told me that I owe Matt a huge apology for overreacting and that he's been trying his best. But has he? I'm here day after day, struggling to keep it together with 2 newborns while still recovering from a traumatic birth. I've been so weak that I've nearly dropped my baby, and Matt hasn't been around to help. He works during the week, and I understand that, but every weekend he's out golfing or with his buddies. And whenever he comes back from work, he's either watching sports or playing online games. I haven't had more than 2 hours of sleep at a time in weeks. I feel like I'm drowning. I'm starting to feel like maybe I did overreact, but at the same time, I'm so angry that he doesn't seem to care about how hard things have been for me. Am I the astronaut for breaking his golf clubs?
No, no. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Dude, you were so pissed off that you couldn't get sex. There was no other way that she could get through to you. So, and just like my friend, she puts in all of this labor that goes unseen. Taking care of the kids, twins. You know, I helped take care of my nephew, and especially around when he was just born. That was just one child, and that was absolutely exhausting. It was hard, and I was only helping out. So doubly, triply, all that. So for the mother, who then is doing all of this work, but does it get seen as work? No, and that's why we call it invisible labor. If it doesn't get done around the house, you sure notice it. But while it's getting done, and while things are taken care of, you don't even notice it. unless you're a super good partner and you support the people that you live with. This poor woman, like, I saw red, so I'm sure she did, and he should be grateful that she did not grab his balls. They were probably just as reachable in this case, but she needed to say something really specific because he had been out on the course, ignoring one of the most important times for his babies and him. This is a time when you are supposed to be, looking your newborn infants in the eyes, welcoming their spirit. All of this work is landing on the mother. But it's been said on here before that no, staying at home, it's not a job, it's not work. I beg to differ. It's a lot. And she took a while to come to a point where she lost all hope and just went for his clubs. The fact that she had postpartum, the fact that she had just come out of surgery, and if you haven't seen what a C-section is and how many layers they have to open up to get to the uterus to get that baby, and in this case, those two babies. Yeah, of course, she's not gonna feel like sex for a while. Deal with it. That he was not even acting like a man. He was acting like a child. That was king baby bullshit. I'll put it in the jar. I'll put the quarter in the jar. This needs to be said. Like, we have talked before about, and with this, that it would be an incredibly good thing to sit down and figure out just how you would want a breakup to go while you are in the honeymoon phase, while you are deep in love and could not think about hurting this person. Because some people, they get so manipulative that to hurt the person is the whole point, and they will lie on restraining orders, on actual court documents, just to get their way. And my heart trembles a little bit knowing that there is racism that works in this as well, because the guy my friend, he is white, my friend is black. Like, everything that she prepared herself for in court, she couldn't get a lawyer, it was too quick. And didn't have the money. He had a lawyer, came in. Everything that she prepared for, they didn't even get to that. Because he just started saying, I want the kids, and starting custody. Well, she's homeless. People can be so unbelievably cruel. We gotta stop doing this to our mothers. Our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our fathers. They deserve more respect than this. And this story, this woman deserves a hell of a lot more respect and time. Get your ass home. You have 2 babies. That's all.
OP, you didn't do anything wrong. You came to a breaking point. What happened? So I'm just gonna move away from her. She didn't do anything wrong.
No.
I do not like to use this word a lot because it's one of the most degrading words that I know of, but it fits into this category. So I'm going to go talk to the husband right now. I'm going to need you to stop being a little bitch. I'm going to need you to grow the fuck up. And I already got my dollar to put in the jar because I got a lot to say. It's one thing. It's horrible, but it's one thing you ain't even helping with the kids. Nap times, feedings, you're not doing anything. You're the little bitch because you will sit there and watch your wife suffer day after day after day after day and just honestly don't give a fuck. Let's just be realistic. You don't care. You think motherhood, it's amazing to me. Everybody thinks something else is different when they don't have to do it. It's amazing how that works. Motherhood is easy. As a man, shut the fuck up. You have no idea what motherhood is. You ain't never gave birth. You ain't never had to recover. But your wife, who almost died, and then you go home and you want to go play golf, bruh. I'd have been doing so. This ain't about me. My point is, you need a man up. You are a father now. Being a golfing buddy and going to work and everything else, you should be happy that you're the breadwinner. I hate that statement. You're the breadwinner. Please tell me, what are you providing this family that you're not getting out of it too? Please, just tell me. You think you're doing something special. I put a roof over your head. Your ass is living under the same damn roof. I put food on the table that you're eating. I put clothes on my back. You ain't going to work naked. Please tell me what you provide this family that you're not gaining something out of it too. You are doing your job. It's those same stories where the kid grow up and the parent said, "You owe me for raising you." No, motherfucker, you did your job. That's what you were supposed to do. You, husband, are supposed to be taking care of your wife and your kids. You're doing neither. Now, that in and of itself just makes you a B. That just makes you a B. What makes you the pure bitch is getting your friends to jump on your wife. You little punk. You can't even fight your own battles against your wife. Your wife. So you get your friend to jump into it. And then I have a strange feeling this woman is going to get her shit together. She's going to get healthier. She's going to get stronger. She's going to be more independent. And then we're going to get a Reddit story from the husband going, "I don't understand why my wife left me with the kids. I provided everything else." As somebody, because Reddit is just that type of person, somebody is going to link this to this story and go, "Is this you? And you're going to ask a stupid question about why she left you?" Yeah, she left you. The only thing that makes her a bigger a-hole is she didn't leave you earlier. You don't even know anything.
Just had surgery, though. We're going to give her lots of leeway.
Yeah, but here's the deal, though. That breaks my heart. It's one thing you don't even take care of your wife. That in and of itself is disgusting. But if you really want to break it down even more, you don't even know shit about your own kids. don't know nothing. Have you even held your kids? Or did
You
you
know
pick?
why it was easy for him in the hospital? Because there were nurses that were doing all the work.
Oh, yeah, you would sit around.
Yeah. Maybe
You want-
hold the baby. Maybe.
Have you held the kids one time since you've been home? Maybe I should rephrase it. Since you've been home,
Good
have you
point.
held the kids?
Mhm.
Have you fed the kids? Do you even know how to rock them? Have you changed a fucking diaper?
Right.
You've done nothing. Which, well, I'm just going to end this off with, that's why I called you a little bitch. Man up, grow up, father
Yeah.
up, or get the fuck out.
Yeah. Get out of the way and know that you will have to provide your wife and children with a house, somewhere to grow, and you will be paying.
This is not a maturity issue. It is a moral and character issue. Men like this will not grow out of this. Yo, Marlon, punk bitch, gotta consider the word we choose a little better, bro.
I know what he's saying.
Punky bitch. Oh, okay. I'm not taking it back though. I just don't like this dude. So, in a way, next story. Am I the a-hole if I want to break up with my boyfriend over a failed birthday cake? There's a two-parter, so let's go ahead and get to the first part.
Now, let me explain. My boyfriend and I have been together for 4 years and living together at that for at least 3. Recently, it was my birthday, and he got me a birthday cake. I did not even expect one, mind you, but regardless, I'm very picky with desserts and normally don't eat any dessert that isn't chocolate. It has always been like this for me. I've been expanding my choices a bit lately, but still, chocolate is my one and only go-to in 99% of cases. On top of this, I really dislike marmalade. So imagine how thrilled I was when I opened the cake and it was a marmalade jam cake. I didn't even say anything because he probably would have laughed about it or said, "Oh, sorry, you know I'm no good at these things, but I did my best." But when I saw it, I really thought, what are we even doing together? I know it's a very small thing, but in fact, it's so small, it should have even been a given, I think. How is it possible that my boyfriend of 4 years knows so little about me? Please mind that my boyfriend and I have fights very often, and by no means is this the only reason I am ready to break up. No, there it is. It's not the only thing. But I think this kind of was the last straw, the final wake-up call. Am I overreacting, or does this make sense? I don't think asshole is the correct word, but Reddit recommends I post it like this.
Right.
This hits a little close to home. I'm gonna tell you why. When you've known somebody for a very long time and you let the little things slide, that's still important to your partner. Now, it may not be important to you, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. Is it something that makes your partner happy? Today just happened to be an example because I have fallen short of this in the past too, and I'm really, really trying to do better. But today I went to the grocery store and Foxy wanted these muscadine grapes. I went to the first store. I didn't see them there. I looked all over the place. I called her. I said I didn't see them there. She said, "Oh, it must be at the other store. It must be at the other store." Now, a lot of this, including this guy, a lot of them would have went, "Oh, well, I'm sorry. Let me just go ahead and get my stuff and I'll be home." No, I went, "I'm off today. I'll go to the other store. It's not that far from here." This is called going that extra mile for your partner. This is just going doing something that benefits them, not you, because it makes that person happy. And we really need to start getting back to that, folks. People who have couples, people who've been married, whatever. Go the extra step that has nothing to do with you. You do not benefit from it absolutely at all. It benefits your partner. And why are you doing it? Because it makes your partner happy. That's it. That's the whole sentence. It makes your partner happy. And we're done. And we can move on. After 4 years, I can see, and yeah, I caught that little bit in the part that this and other things, like this ain't the reason. This may just be the straw that broke the camel back type of thing. But yeah, after 4 years, when you say you don't like a certain thing, and not only do they, and you like a favorite thing, not only do you not get the favorite thing, but you get the certain thing they just despise and really don't like, yeah, you really stop caring. You're just in relationship auto drive right now. Because all you have to say is, I got you something. That's like Foxy said, go get muscadine grapes. I come back with strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
What you complain about, Foxy? You got something.
Mm.
Yeah, that ain't what she asked for. I heard what she said, which makes this 100 times worse, Anna. I heard what she wanted, and I still gave her what I wanted her to have.
Right.
On top of that, and I want you to be grateful for it. Bro, get your crap together. Well, never mind.
Muscadine grapes look good.
She been killing them things since she discovered them.
I've never heard of them.
This is that family food line. This is have to be the 5th week she been eating them.
It's so good.
Good. They're very healthy. I was just reading.
Oh, and she's here now too.
Hey y'all.
Hi, Foxy.
But go ahead, Anna.
I'm trying to decide whether it's a level of laziness.
Anna, let me break in here. Cause Parker said, "What the hell is marmalade?"
What the hell is what?
Marmalade.
Marmalade. It is okay. So a lot of times it's orange juice, and it's a very thick jam that you can put on cakes. You can put on a lot of things, but not one of my favorites. It's think of thick jam. So I was trying to decide whether this was a lazy partner or whether he truly doesn't care. I think I'm settling on it's kind of both. Because you have to want to get to know someone to truly love them. If you are just buying things that you want or things that make you happy, that has nothing to do with your partnership. You are always keeping you first in your mind and not your partner or your partnership. You know, like when you enter a partnership with someone, it is you and them, against the world. Not in a bad way always, but you're no longer just I. You have other people to think about. We have all become, as a society, so needing of our individuality This is why it's really hard to really get to the good organization and trying to get people to help out with a general strike. They asked, can it be on a weekend because I can't miss work. Do you have any idea what a general strike is? Number one, people are so wrapped up in what they are going through and how they interpret life. They're not stopping to ask, oh, hey, how's my partner? Are they comfortable? Are they safe? My kids? Are they safe? Are they home? Is their homework done? I mean, this is the least of what you can do as a partner. As a family member, we can all do better, and we should start trying to think of the ways that perhaps we haven't stepped up 100%, or even 50%. So that's something I'm going to be thinking about. We all can be doing better at any moment in our lives. We can try.
Okay, I got a message from Parker about what he asked what the hell marmalade was.
Oh,
Yeah, he said Thea's and you, because Thea's explained it too. It's a preserve or a jelly. Parker
right.
said, "Oh, okay, thanks. All I could think about was Christina Aguilera's song Lady Marmalade, LOL."
That's good.
So
That's
I
good.
was like, oh, Mama Heart is in the house. We need each other now. We do. Hey, little Mother Heart. Let's go ahead and get to the second part of this story real quick so we can move
Okay.
on.
Mm.
And here we go.
Here's the update. I broke up with a boyfriend. That's it. That's the update. OP broke up with him.
Okay.
I'm just speaking of Reddit. Sometimes you ain't got to give an update. If it's just going to be really, Parker? Okay. Sorry, we had a side conversation because Tracy said when Parker said Lady Marmalade, Tracy came back because he's Parker said Christina Aguilera's Lady Marmalade. Tracy came back and said Patti LaBelle. I said there are two different versions of the same song. Patti LaBelle did the first version, Christina Aguilera and a lot of people did the second story. Parker said, "Thanks, Tracy. I just looked up and listened to Patti LaBelle version. I never knew she was the original singer." Whitney Houston and "I Will Always Love You." Look up who the original singer was. It wasn't Whitney, just to be. But why you do that, Parker? Look that up and find out. And then there's a bonus. There's a bonus to everybody. Not only what "I Will Always Love You," not only was Whitney Houston not the original singer, so look up who the original singer was. Then look up what movie that song was in, because it's one of my all-time favorite movies. While you do that, Parker, let's go and get into the third and final story of the hour. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister she wasn't always the chosen one? Anna, you may want to write this down as one of the worst people of the year awards. I'll let you choose, I'll let the people choose, but Hot diggity damn. This was rough to listen to. So let's go ahead.
Before my brothers and I were born, my mom had a child with an old boyfriend, Penny. Her boyfriend / Penny's bio dad didn't stick around. My mom then met my dad when Penny was 3 and they got married. My dad adopted Penny. My mom then went on to have me and my brothers with our dad. Growing up, Penny was always the apple of my dad's eye. He gave us all attention, but he always went out of his way to make it equal. Around the time she entered her teens, Penny would make the joke, "Dad was stuck with you guys, but he chose me," or refer to herself as the chosen one. My brothers and parents always thought it was hilarious. I thought it was obnoxious. If our brothers and I were ever discussing what traits we got or didn't get from Dad, Penny would break in with, "I didn't get anything from him except his last name because I'm the chosen one." Now we're all adults and Penny still trots that out from time to time. Recently, it came up when my siblings and I were out with our partners for drinks. One of my brothers has a new-ish girlfriend, so she was not aware of Penny's story. Penny was telling it, shoving in that she's the chosen one. I admit I was a little drunk and I said, "Chosen by our dad." "Well, you weren't chosen by your first dad, huh?"
Oh my
Okay,
God.
yep. Penny got a hurt look on her face. My brothers told me that was uncalled for. Even the new girlfriend was looking at me like I was a douche. I said this story is just getting old. We've all heard it, and it's a little ridiculous. My boyfriend ended up calling us an Uber and getting me out of there. Well, of course, word's gotten back to our parents, and they're pissed at me, saying I was rude. I said Penny was just being obnoxious. Am I the ascot?
Yeah.
Whoa. That you went too far. I mean, so did the sibling and Penny and every opportunity that they had. But this is what happens when we lose our filters, we lose the gates that we have kept up and locked so carefully when we drink. You will say, it's so rare that somebody actually like pulls out a lie at that point. It's a deep hidden truth that usually does not come out in any other way. No. You have an apology to make.
I wouldn't say the first sister is.
No, not an
You're just irritating. Irritating and
yeah.
a-hole is two different things. After a while, even
Yeah.
I would say, okay, I'm sick of this joke. We done heard it all our lives. You're a grown ass person. Can we stop telling this damn joke? Okay, let's move on from it. But what you did, OP, I can see the frustration, even though I also feel like there's something else going on with you. And I want to say jealousy. There was a small thing that you slid in there really, really quickly. You said your father went out of his way for the first daughter to make all of us equal. I don't get what that means. I don't know what you're trying to say.
It's an announcement to the world and also to the family that it's okay that this girl is not my blood daughter. I have adopted her, and she is the same as my daughters by birth.
Yeah,
That's
I can see what the dad is doing. I'm just asking,
so,
why did you say that though? Why did you say he went out of his way for her to make all of us equal? The two sentences doesn't go together. Are you
really.
saying because it's because
I
how okay, let me put it to you this way. I have two daughters. I have three, but I'm just gonna use the first two daughters. I have
right.
two daughters.
Mhm.
At no time did I go out of my way for my first daughter so she would be equal to my second daughter. I just treated them both equally. It's that simple. I didn't have to go out of my way for either one of them to be equal. So I don't see why she pointed out that he went out of his way for her so we would all be equal. Like, no, he probably just treated all of y'all equal. It's that simple.
She may have been referring to he went out of his way and gave her his last name.
Maybe so, but it's something about that sentence that just bothered me. But either way, my point is you
Okay.
went nuclear with your answer. You could have easily said, okay, look, I'm sick of this
Yeah.
joke. It's getting boring. We done heard it all our life. You would have been a small a-hole then because it's like, okay, chill out. You know, she been saying it for years. It ain't that big of a deal. But you went the nuclear way of, well, somebody had to choose you. It sure as hell wasn't your first daddy. Why? Why? And then to double down and go, I'm sick of the joke. Okay, that's still not justifying why you said what you said. That doesn't justify anything.
Not only does she owe her sister an apology, but she has to do some pretty serious searching inside to, perhaps she has never seen herself as equal to this girl because she thinks her father went above and beyond and picked her, not just what he got. There are weird mind games that happen with so many people growing up. It, like I said, it doesn't excuse. You owe her an apology, and no, I wouldn't call them an asshole for this, but you were definitely in the wrong. And like I said, that alcohol really loosens lips.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on into the second hour. Am I the a-hole? This again is a pretty long one, over 5 minutes long, but I just didn't feel like breaking it up. So y'all go get y'all something to drink and sit back and relax. But again, Anna, you may want to write this down as one of the worst people of the year. My girlfriend and the therapist.
I'm a 28-year-old guy, and my girlfriend Emma is 27. We've been together for 6 years. For most of that time, we've been happy, like really happy. The kind of relationship people say just works, you know? We were always on the same page, we rarely fought, and we genuinely enjoyed each other's company. But over the past year, things started to feel different. Small arguments here and there, more miscommunication, and just this weird sense that we weren't as in sync as we used to be. It wasn't anything major, just the usual wear and tear stuff, or so I thought. Emma, however, seemed to be more concerned. She started pointing out issues that I wasn't even aware of, like how I supposedly wasn't listening enough, or wasn't as emotionally available as I used to be. I admit that I've been busy with work, but I thought that we were doing okay. Still, I didn't want to dismiss her feelings. Then, about 6 months ago, she suggested that we go to couples therapy. Now, I've always been a bit skeptical about therapy unless things are really bad, but I agreed because I figured that it couldn't hurt. She said that she found a great therapist through a friend and we should give it a try. I wasn't familiar with this therapist, Lily, but Emma was excited about it, so we booked our first session. At first, the session seemed fine. Lily asked good questions, got us to open up, and gave us some tools to communicate better. I felt like I was doing my best to listen and improve, but something about it felt a little off.
Every time we talked about any issue, it seemed like Lily was always subtly siding with Emma. If I mentioned being stressed from work, she would steer the conversation towards how I wasn't giving enough attention to Emma. If I brought up a disagreement, somehow it became about my communication issues. After a few weeks, Emma started using phrases like, "Lily thinks you should try this," or "Lily says you need to work on that." It felt like everything I did was being scrutinized and dissected by this woman that I barely knew. I didn't want to be paranoid, but it seemed like Lily was slowly convincing Emma that I was the problem in the relationship. And every time I tried to voice my own concerns, they were brushed aside. I tried to push through it, thinking maybe I was just being defensive, but it didn't stop. Every session, the same dynamic. It was like Lily was planting seeds of doubt in Emma's head, and Emma was running with them. I even started to wonder if maybe I was the problem. Was I actually this bad of a partner? Things reached a boiling point a couple of weeks ago. During a session, Lily started suggesting that maybe we should consider a break so I could work on myself more. That felt like a slap in the face. I'd been trying so hard to be better, and now she was suggesting that we split up. I looked at Emma, waiting for her to disagree or defend me, but she just sat there, quietly nodding along. After that session, I couldn't hold it in anymore. I blew up at Emma when we got home. I told her that I didn't trust Lily's judgment, that it felt like she was just feeding Emma reasons to blame me for everything wrong in the relationship. Emma got defensive, saying that I was overreacting, that Lily was just trying to help us work through our issues. We didn't talk for a few days, and I started to feel guilty for snapping. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe therapy really was exposing some flaws that I needed to work on. But then, something happened that blew everything wide open. Last week, we went to a mutual friend's party. While there, I overheard Emma and her friend Sarah talking in the corner, giggling about something. I caught just a bit of their conversation. "I can't believe you pulled it off for this long. Poor guy still thinks she's an actual therapist." I immediately confronted them, and that's when Emma's face turned pale. Sarah quickly tried to backtrack, but the truth spilled out. Turns out Lily isn't a licensed therapist at all. She's one of Emma's close friends from college who thought that it would be fun to help Emma fix me by posing as a therapist. Emma had set this whole thing up because she thought that I wouldn't agree to therapy otherwise. They figured that with Lily playing the part, they could guide me into becoming a better boyfriend without me knowing. I felt completely betrayed. For months, I'd been spilling my heart out to someone who wasn't even qualified to help, and Emma had been in on it the whole time. All those sessions where I felt attacked and manipulated suddenly made sense, because I was being manipulated. When I confronted Emma about how messed up this was, she broke down, saying that she never meant to hurt me and that she just wanted to help us grow as a couple. But honestly, I don't know how to move past this. I haven't been able to look at her the same since. Now, Emma and her friends are saying that I overreacted, that it was just a white lie meant to help our relationship. But I feel like I've been gaslit and lied to for months. So, am I the butthole for blowing up at my girlfriend when I found out that our therapist was a total fraud?
Take it away, Anna.
No, you're not at all. This young man may have a trauma related to this, where this little seed of doubt that was planted that he did not have before, it could gnaw on him in the future. I really hope it does not. But people don't realize how delicate you have to be. So I facilitate with other women a support group. For the most part, the only time I open my mouth is to ask a question in hopes that the person will start telling, pardon me, a little bit more. I am not there to fix that person. I may have had some kind of experience that I can say, this worked for me. Don't know if you'd ever want to try it. But you do not, you do not fix your patient so that they're better. That was just a really bad setup, and I would understand if you can't look at her the same anymore, and if that is true, do leave, because if you don't actually work at this, and there were all kinds of hints that something was wrong with this therapy, it never would come out that just one partner was dished on the entire time. And a lot of times when you have partner therapy, each one should have their own therapist that they then to go get to really talk things out with. And you can say incredible things in therapy. When someone actually knows what they are doing and has the professional outlook to take things in, know what is serious that they should react to and what they can just let go. You won't know those boundaries without any professional guidance. This was seriously dangerous. The fact that this girl felt that I am perfectly in my own right to come and tell this young man all of his faults. Like, no, he has every right to be angry and mistrustful now of his girlfriend. Emma, girl. This episode could be like how not to be a partner. These are all the worst examples, it seems. Like, no, you don't do this. If you truly love your partner and feel like you want to talk it out to a point where you're feeling, I am not getting something that I need out of a partnership and I would like you to try. If you cannot feel that you can say that by yourself, please get a therapist, because these are things you should be able to just come out and talk to your partner about. It always comes back to communication. How much can we put ourselves in that open and vulnerable spot for just a moment before our partner reaches out their hand to say, no, you're not, this need is not crazy. This is okay. And we will see to it as much as possible. This whole situation was messed up. I'm actually looking a little more, what the fuck, at the friend who posed as a therapist than I am the girlfriend. And I don't know if it's just it hasn't quite sunk in yet, the full story. Just, oh, girl, you may have hurt him, and you may not understand why. This was ridiculous. OP. I have a feeling this will be the end of the relationship. If this isn't right now enough to blow it up, he's going to start looking at everything that she says and does as, but do you have another angle? How can you know she's being truthful? She made a really horrible circumstance come to life. That she got a lot of thinking to do. But both of those girls do.
You
Like,
your girlfriend is going down on this show. Just on this show is one of the most manipulative people I've ever played on this show. Bar none. To go out of your way to do this. Now, I'm going to look at it two ways. One, I'm going to sue the friend because that
yeah,
was what 6 months of therapy they went through. That has to be thousands of dollars in that. And you're not licensed and little white. My
where did they come? How did they pay money? Like, I don't know. That wasn't discussed in this story.
I don't think he never said it, but I don't know. I mean, I very rare do I get hurt free therapy.
Not only that, you can't get your time
Mm-mm.
back.
That's another thing. Foxy said you can't get your time back. That's
Right.
done. It's you
Lost 6 months.
went out of your way to mold your perfect boyfriend. And the way you find out, OP, is them laughing and joking about it. That has to hurt. But now I'm gonna look towards the future and realize if OP just dumps this girl, which I'm way on the verge of, yeah, you need a dumper, and gets into another relationship and or get married, and there's issues, and they want to go to a therapist. Well, the therapist, a real reputable therapist, is going to get on the wife, get on the partner and get on the partner and get on the partner. He's going to go back and forth. But that inkling in OP's head when the therapist gets on him, he's always going to have in the back of his mind, is he getting on me because I'm wrong? Or is he getting on me because he's trying to mold me? Now, OP, I'm going to end the whole thing with one thing you should have caught up on. And I know for a fact that you don't know that much about it. So I'm not going to jump and harp on you about it because you didn't know anything about it. But your girlfriend slipped up on one thing she was saying that should have been a red flag for you. She said, the therapist said you should do this, and the therapist said you should do that. And you should have hit it on that. Like, are you talking to the therapist behind our back? Like, she didn't say that in the when we had our counseling. So when did she tell you this? And if she's telling you this, just you, why is she doing? Wait a minute, that's not fair.
Yeah, that was a red flag right away. Like, you talking to them behind their back? Like, come on.
Yeah. So, but a lot of people don't know that. You know, we look at a lot of TV shows, especially like the 70s and 80s TV show where, the main character is a therapist and you could just call your therapist on the phone and talk it out and everything. That's not realistic, folks. They're not going to do that. The best case scenario you're going to get these days is an emergency meeting. Like, I need to see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning, blah, blah, blah. That's the best you're going to get. Ain't no therapist going to go, okay, you just woke me up at 12 o'clock midnight. What you want to talk about? Like, that's great TV shows. And even then, that was the 70s and 80s that did that. There's no therapist that's going to talk one-on-one in couples therapy. Let me rephrase that. In couples therapy, they're not going to talk one-on-one with one of the people. You know, that's an unfair trade because, and I'm going to tell you why it's unfair, because you're getting one side of the story. It's that simple. So why would anybody do that? But like I said, I'm not harping on you about that. You wouldn't know that. But yeah.
One thing I want to just jump in right here and say that you have a right to question every therapist about where did they go to school, what degree do they have, what did they specialize in for therapy. You can ask these questions, check up on them, and make sure that they are an actual licensed therapist. So, yeah.
And Mama Hart jumps in. To play with mental health is egregious. It is. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah, she does go down as.
Yeah, she's up there, buddy. That's boo. Anyway, Mafia video of the week. Well, Tracy, I'm still waiting on you to send me a Mafia video of the week. You said you was going to do it. You still haven't done it. Still waiting. So I'm just going to take one from the old days. I'm not going to play the thing from the past because it's getting late and I'm getting tired. So, spoken word.
On June 17th, 2015, Dylan Ruff walked into a midweek Bible study. He sat and prayed with the church members before pulling out his gun, killing most, and allowing one to live. After the incident, he was found and arrested peacefully. When Dylan Ruff killed 9 innocent black people, we did not question his God. He wore flags of apartheid Africa. We did not question his allegiance. He committed the crime alone. We did not question his people. When Adam Lanza shot a classroom full of first graders at Sandy Hook Elementary, we did not ask him to leave the country. When Timothy McVeigh killed 168 people in Oklahoma, we did not call this a crime against every American. When the KKK killed thousands of black people while swearing to uphold Christian morality, we did not ask them to remove their robes. We did not call all Christians bigots. Do you see it? How we don't label all white men based on the sins of a few. Do you see it? How we don't have to condemn a whole class of people based on the actions of some. Do you see it? How all the names are different, how all the faces are different, how all the people are different. Therefore, we should not condemn all Muslims for the radicalism of a group. If you want to persecute ISIS, go ahead, but to persecute ISIS is to persecute those that gave them power. To persecute those that gave them power is to persecute the U.S. government. Do your research. Islam is not synonymous with terror. It is literally submission. It is devotion. It is peace. Terrorism is actually forbidden, and jihad does not mean holy war. It means struggle. It means survival. It means standing face to face with everything that wants to put you in the ground and choosing to be alive. Do your research and stop listening to CNN. Stop trading humanity for hypocrisy. Stop staring at Muslims in the airport. Stop letting your fear drag you into ignorance. Stop supporting billionaire Republicans who want to scare you into murdering the innocent, and start supporting leaders who speak peace in their native tongue. Instead of burning down the mosque, burn down the walls around the pulsating muscle in your chest and realize that we all have one. And lastly, as the customary greeting goes, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Wa alaikum assalam, and upon you be peace. Do you see it?
Assalamu alaikum. I see.
We still live in society where those people can do the most horrendous things that any human being can think of. That any horror movie that you've ever seen in your life. And the whole race has never been condemned. Not once. But Black, Latino, Asian, Muslim wanted their step out of line and do something, and the whole group is condemned. We fought a 20+ war over one group that lost their mind. 20+ war. Let me put it in perspective. From Bush Jr. to Biden. Just to put the time frame in perspective. We got to stop doing this, folks. And if you want to be treated as individuals, start treating the individuals. That's fine. I have no issue with that. There are good and bad people in every group known to mankind. That's how it is. Is there white people who are in the KKK? Yes, there is. Is there white people who will fight and lose their lives over everybody else because they're human beings? Yes. The same with Black people. The same with Asian people. The same with Latino people. But what's heart-wrenching and what we really need to stop doing is we need to stop making the good, innocent people who just want peace on this planet the outlier. That everybody that does something wrong and distasteful and racist and bigoted and sexist and homophobic and xenophobic and everything else is a norm. Stop it. That's not the norm. The majority of the world just want to be fucking left alone. That's it. Just to be left alone. Just to live their lives, just to raise their family, just to watch their kids and their grandkids and their nieces and nephews grow up. If they have a partner, to grow old with that partner and enjoy everything that life gives them. They just want to be left alone. To do what they're supposed to do and do what they want to do. They don't want to hurt anybody. They don't want to control anybody. But you see, the funny thing about it is those people are seen as the outliers. Even Christianity. Every Christian is not the ones that we see on TV. The mega churches is not the mega churches that have 2 hours on TV. Those are the outliers. My church is up the street. We ain't been on TV. We just now got on YouTube. So, yeah, stop condemn the individual. and not the group. I'm done, Anna.
That's it. That's really all I have, Mom. I'm back.
All right. Foxy's
Just
video.
wanted to work at.
I appreciate it. Foxy's videos of the week. All right, everybody, this is the last segment of the night. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I truly appreciate everybody that come in. We got some pretty good numbers off and on throughout the day. So thank you, everybody who did to us. I really, truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Our first video is Clueless.
Hello.
I'm inside your house.
Okay. Yellow.
Why did you hang up? Why did you hang up on me?
If you're inside my house, just come talk to me.
I'm in the closet.
Oh, you're gay? That's cool.
No, I'm not gay.
No, it's alright, my cousin's gay.
No, I'm not gay. I'm literally in your closet.
Wait, really? Who is this?
Come find out.
Where are you?
Are you stupid or something? I just said I'm in your closet.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was high as a kite. Just straight up high. But he did have a point on that first question. I'm in your house. Okay. Why did you hang up on me? You're in the house.
Come talk to me.
Yeah, why are we talking on the phone? You're here. The second one, okay, that was just funny. I'm in the closet. Oh, you're gay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That dropped me.
That's cool. My cousin gay. Don't even worry about it, man. Don't even worry about it. Shoot. Thank you for sharing. Oh. Where's the Mafia video of the week? I'm waiting on you to send it to me, Tracy. You have not sent me a Mafia video of the week. I already played it. We almost gonna go off the air. You haven't sent me
Dude,
nothing.
I have sent you a few videos. You haven't played any of them, so
You sent me videos?
yeah. I'm Messenger like I always do.
Oh, I must have been depressed then. I wasn't paying attention. Send them to me again. I'll look through.
Okay.
Second video of the night, old rap.
Snap, crackle, creak, and then I pop. It's how my body sounds every time when I get up. Joints are crackling like the cereal. Getting older can be such a pain, but I'm still an OG, even with my walking cane. I got orthopedic Nike, so my feet are not in pain, cause comfort's more important when you're older. My arthritis acts up when it gets colder. Gravity is pulling down on my shoulders. It's like I'm shrinking each year I get older. From 6'5", now I'm down to 6'1". And staying home all night is my idea of fun, yeah. From this OG's perspective, gotta be in bed by 9 is now my brand new objective. Cause I gotta get plenty of sleep, light by my feet. Cause I know I'm gonna wake up and pee. I hold it all day, then I pee all night. Just like a baby who's confused and thinks the day is the night. I drink my coffee every morning to warm my blood, cause it's gonna take a minute to start me up. But once I get going, I ain't never gonna stop, unless you wanna hang out after 9 o'clock. My bones snap, crackle, creaking, and then
That's gonna live rent free in my brain forever now. Forever.
Oh God. Like I said, that was funny.
That was good.
Tracy said, Yes, I did. I sent you on Facebook Messenger. I have to check it again, then. I didn't see it.
Yeah, right, Tracy. He doesn't see the videos when we send him there.
Y'all start emailing it to me then. Maybe now I'll see it then.
I think that is.
See, that's funny then because, well, no, because Foxy texted to me. And when she gets on a roll, good Lord.
Oh dear.
Back to back to back. I'm like, you know, there's a lot of these I can't put on the show, right? Yeah, I know. It's just funny.
Gotta pick out your favorites.
That got weirder as it went on. Yeah, but where's the
So
lie?
does growing older, Parker.
Yeah, but
It all goes weirder.
where's the lie? Because there isn't one.
I couldn't detect a single.
Last video of the night, everybody. Again, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. We would truly appreciate it. Lord, she done lost it over there. Last video of the night. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button. Last video of the night. Really, folks, it's one of the funniest pranks I ever seen in my life.
Oh my god!
Honey, 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 the fucking doll is moving. Honey, the fucking doll!
What the heck? Dude, it's moving. You gotta be chill. Nah, dude, because that thing's moving.
And then, like, I was like, you ain't finna take that, bro. Man, hell no! What? Are you good? Jesus Christ! I didn't take her, you
What the fuck you showing us?
The funny thing about it is, this is the part where it's the prank. All this is the fishing line. It's a fishing line. They just hook the fishing line up to the doll and move it. Everybody just loses their mind. The black dude, that's a real OG right there. That's like, bruh, I grew up in the hood. It'll either you or me. It ain't gonna be me. We ain't gonna have these little moments where, yeah,
Oh
Nah,
boy.
No,
Oh,
the horror movie stories where I become dead and you become famous. Nah. I didn't live this long for this. No.
Peace. That's it. I'm out. I have nothing more. That took everything.
Anna, tell everybody where they can find you.
I don't even remember. There's a website right down here, borellietcetera.com. You can find all of my links to all the other places: TikTok, Instagram, here, YouTube, and that doll was messed up.
Parker said the one I thought was fake was the guy who grabbed the back and cleaned it. I thought so too. I thought that was kind of fake.
Of course.
I thought that was kind of fake. Oh God, but let's go ahead and get up out of here. Where's my video? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, and of course,
I'm assuming you're eligible to club.
I appreciate and I appreciate everybody that stuck with us throughout the hard times and the hardship and everything. But we will be back next weekend. Next weekend, folks. We are back So until next time, we will see you when we see you. Peace. I can't put us all on so we can say something, but okay. I keep forgetting I can do that. Anyway, see y'all next weekend.